Hello, people. Oi, galera do Capoeira. Um, I wanted to demonstrate today. Some of you guys already know this, but just a really quick review on the essential rhythms of the berimbau. Um, Now, when you're practicing berimbau, it's not just about playing funky rhythms. It's about staying on time. If you're not on time, then you're gonna get kicked off of the. You're gonna get kicked off the orchestra, okay, the bateria, okay. So knowing your rhythms, knowing your strikes, making sure you get that nice strong tone out. Some people, and I've seen this, they use their arm, they pull it, Don't pull it, just let it rock. See what I'm doing with my hand? Just letting it rock. Rock, relaxing your fingers, and just let it rock in. The better you are with that, the easier it is for you um, to play the rhythms, to manipulate the rhythms, to change your basic perspective on your music. It's all about really rolling, drum roll. I know we talked about cadences before, and or rudiments, and this is essential, like the rudiments for the berimbau. Try those five, and position and holding this, putting this stone right against the arami, getting a strong sound. You notice I'm not hitting on the bottom because you're not going to hear any sound. Okay, I'm hitting above the stone, right above the stone. One practice that I used to practice was bouncing over top and below the stone, getting that visual, but staying above the stone when you press against. But you notice the visual here. I'm practicing jumping, jumping, jump, jump. I remember practicing this for hours, just so you can get relaxed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back and forth. That 5-stroke roll again. Being familiar. Okay? But here, just going to the basics, just the open, close, and buzz. The buzz is when you're super close to the arami. Okay, so the stone is barely touching it, and you hear that buzz. So you can use your 5-stroke roll when you're doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pressing it hard against the arami, and then bringing it slightly off, but just barely touching it. Practicing back and forth. It's not these are the essential parts of the rhythms. All you're doing is either 2, 3, or hitting more than once when you're playing. But this is the hardest part to learn. Okay, learning the open, close, and buzz. Practice that. Okay, open, close, buzz. Alright, what I usually teach is the Angola rhythm first because it's the simplest one. Back and forth. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Even if you just practice that, getting strong tone out of it will define your berimbau playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the buzz, open, and buzz. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, messed up. That's all. Getting that down pack first. Now the other thing you have to worry about or practice is balancing the berimbau. not holding it back like this and just being lazy. Okay, really getting practice in balancing the berimbau. When I first learned berimbau, I had to walk around with the berimbau, not even play it, just walk around with it and hold my pinky until it hurt, and then repeat, and then repeat, stretching out your hands, doing what you needed to do to develop this balance. Okay, so along with the difficulty of playing the open and close with the buzz, now every time you buzz, you have to bring it back. It's like having a mouth and covering it. You don't want to cover your mouth because you're not going to get any sound out of it. Right? Bring it back, buzz. Okay? If you get that down pat, the other stuff you're going to have to work on. Okay? Unfortunately. There's no magic trick or magic potion to allow you to play the berimbau overnight. Okay? It's going to take a while. It took me a long time to practice. Even though I'm a musician, it was just the coordination in learning how to play it that made it more difficult. So, we did Angola. Next, we're going to do the reverse of that. I call it the reverse. People might say it a little differently. But we're going to do Benguela, which is reverse of that. Or it would be Salbento Pequeno. Salbento Pequeno. It's not Benguela. Okay? So we have Angola, Benguela. Angola, Benguela. So all you're doing is doing close, open, close, open. Okay, so that is the accompaniment of the Angola. So Angola is played. You play the reverse of that on the second berimbau or the médio. Okay, so you have Angola and Salbento Pequeno. Why we call it pequeno? Because it's only one release. One release. So there's also Salbento Grande. Salbento Grande, you just hit twice. Okay, so you know the Salbento Pequeno, you just add another strike in an open for Salbento Grande. And all the rules apply with the buzz going back to your body, the open and close. Okay? Salbento Grande. Okay, so again, I call this the reverse of Salbento Grande, is Benguela. Okay. I have 10% battery. Let's see if I can get through this. Benguela. Okay. So you're doing 1, open, 2, close. So you have your Angola, Benguela. Or, I'm sorry, Angola, and then Benguela. I messed that up. Okay. Angola, Salbento Pequeno. Salbento Grande. Benguela. Oh, I messed that up. I'm gonna have to do this over again, obviously. Benguela. Salbento Grande. Alright, so going back to that, Angola, okay, Benguela, two strikes. Then Salbento Grande, ou Salbento Pequeno, and Salbento Grande. Okay, if you know those four basic rhythms, you can get away with most of the songs in Capoeira. So, I may do this video over because I did mess up, but it's okay because you're allowed to mess up. You know, you can't be perfect all the time. You know, even as a professional player, sometimes you make mistakes, and I'm not afraid to show it. So I'm not gonna edit that video, unfortunately, you know, because I need to show that I'm a human too. Okay, so all right. So I hope you practice. Good luck. Axé from mestrando estagiário baiano from Capoeira Essentials. Axé.